So today I'm going to be making squid rice with chickpeas, and also I'm going to make some calamari on the side. Normally I buy the full size squid, but today I'm just going to make it with these squid rings. Either way, I cut up the big pieces, so this is just saving me some time. So let's see how it turns out. So step one, I'm going to be using half of onion that I was using earlier, so I'm going to finish it off, and 2 pieces of garlic. I'll be chopping it up and putting it into the pan. So for the onion, I like to cut them up in little squares. If you like to find onion in your meals, then you can do bigger pieces. My daughter's very picky, so I have to cut them very small. For the garlic, you can cut it up very, very small, but I like to use my squeezer. So I'm going to do one at a time. And into the pot, and you just squeeze it. So there you go. So I'll be doing the other one and adding it to the pot. Once you squeeze the garlic, you just add I got some olive oil in my little can here. So I'm gonna add olive oil. Next, I'll be adding some sweet pimento paste and some homemade tomato sauce. If you do not have this, that's fine. You can use any tomato sauce. You can use any sauce really that you like to cook with. It's really up to you. These are the 2 that I always use. So message below and let me know what other sauces you use when cooking. These are my 2 favorites. I use them on everything. But if you don't have it, you can just use whatever you have. So once you add 1 or 2 spoonfuls of pimento paste and tomato paste or whatever sauce you are using, just put it on low heat for now. And you can start seasoning the squid. Okay, so as that is heating up, I am gonna prepare the squid. So this is maybe half of the bag of squid into a bowl. I cut up some, so they're not fully the circles. I cut them up because I personally like, see there's still some circles, but I personally like little bits of the squid in the rice. So I cut up some, I left other ones the way they were. So I'm just gonna start seasoning. So I have ground black pepper. And you can use any season that you would like. Just a little bit of each. I have the garlic powder. I love this. Even though I put real garlic, I always add a little bit of garlic powder. And then of course, I love to cook with some coarse salt. So I just add coarse salt, and I'm gonna mix. Even though this is frozen, I did rinse the squid before putting it into the bowl. And now we're just gonna add it to the onion mix. So like that, like that, like that. And then I'm just gonna turn, oops, one's trying to escape. And just let it cook for a bit. It is on low heat. I will be putting it a little higher. I'm gonna go and get a beer to add to this, and then I'll raise up the heat a little bit. So I got a beer and I'm just gonna put half in just to give it some more liquid. And I'm gonna raise up my heat, maybe add a little bit of more salt because we added more liquid, and now just let it boil. If you don't have beer, you can use wine. A lot of people don't like to use real beer. You can use non-alcoholic beer at the grocery store. It's really up to you. I would rather use beer than wine, but if I don't have beer at home, then I do use wine. So just let it boil. So this has been cooking for a while. Just gonna mix it. And then now we're gonna add the rice and some chickpeas. So I am going to add 2 cups of water. So for 1 cup of rice, I add 2 glasses of water. So now I'm gonna add 1 cup of rice. I'm using Uncle Ben's rice, but you can really use any rice you have, any you like, and just pour it in and mix. And mix it in. I add the rice first because the beans are already kind of cooked inside the cans. So the rice takes a little bit longer. But because we added more liquid, I'll be adding a little bit more salt. So a little bit more salt. And I use the coarse salt. For the beans, I'm using Forma's chickpeas. I love having chickpeas with fishy foods, but you can use any kind of bean you want. I just like to have chickpeas. So you want to open the can and take out some of the liquid, and I'm just gonna pour maybe half of the can, about there, because the rice already has the squid and the rice itself, and you don't want to like have more of the other stuff than rice, because then the rice is going to be not that much. So just mix it in. And that's basically it. You're just gonna let it cook. And when it's done, it's ready to eat. So this is what it looks like when it's done. Now you can use this as a side dish with a different kind of meat, or even like a salmon or whatever you want. Or you can just serve this like this for a meal. So you get rice, beans, and fish, squid. So I'm gonna be just serving it like this, and I'm gonna have some calamari on the side when I'm done making the calamari. So that's a different video. So if you would like to know how to make the calamari my way, feel free to check out the video. I'll be posting it very soon. And I hope you enjoy this meal. Message below what you did differently, what you liked and what you didn't like, and if you served something else with it, or did you use it as just the main dish. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get alerts of all the different meal preps and recipes that I am making. Thanks for all the support. See you soon.